So this video is about the Affordable Homes Fund 21-26 CME route and is claiming video number 3. So this video is going to cover contract sign-off, setting payment processing responsibility, and changes to your partnerships after your contract has been signed off in the system. My name is Susan Roberts. This video was recorded in June 2021 and therefore reflects IMS at that point in time. So first of all, the video structure. So the video is aimed at new users of IMS who are needing to set IMS up for the 21-26 programme so that they can make their first claim in the system. There's 2 parts to doing this. So I'm then going to do a quick how to use this video, which is the same as some of you will have seen before if you've watched other videos. And then I'm going to move on to the 2 one-off tasks. So that is setting payment processing responsibility and then signing off your contract in IMS. So then I'm going to move on to changes in partnerships, because there's a slight change for this program to other programs for how your partnership screens are going to work if you make any changes to them. I will then end by looking at the other claiming videos. As always, all the data shown in this video in IMS screens has been set up specifically for this video, and there are no data protection issues. The claiming videos will also be included in the RSAP playlist. And just if you are looking to claim under RSAP, the changes in partnerships that I'm going to cover in this video don't apply to RSAP. So first of all, how to use this video. So all our videos have a short description, but even with a short description, YouTube will only show you 3 lines of a description. So under the 3 lines, you will find Show More. If you click on that, you'll see the full description. And each of the videos in this series, both bidding and claiming, has timings for the videos which appear at the end of that description. And these timings act as hot links. So if you are looking to move about the video, that's probably the quickest way to move around. So setting payment processing responsibility. So setting payment processing responsibility is a one-off task. You can't create a scheme without having first set payment processing responsibility. I'm going to cover the error message that you would get if you tried to do that in video 4, which is all about creating schemes and claiming your milestones. So the first thing that you will need to check is your workflow. So the opening screen in IMS. And you're looking for an action to see whether an action is there. And that action has the event description sign off contract type record. And the specific one for this action is lead provider to assign responsibility for scheme and payment processing. So that action will appear on your workflow list until it's been actioned in IMS. But to set the payment processing responsibility and ultimately to sign off your contract record, you need a specific authority in IMS. And that authority is RP partnership sign off if you're a registered provider, or URB partnership sign off if you are an unregistered body. So I'm going to take you into IMS. I'm going to look at checking users for the right authority, and then having proved that I've got that authority, I will look to set that payment processing responsibility. So I'm in workflow in IMS and I can see the sign off contract type record. And from this, it's exactly what I was seeing on screen before. So I need to assign responsibility for scheme and payment processing. So let's check users first, as I said. So click on security and maintain, and then authorities. and then I'm going to click on the Find button. This is going to list all the authorities. So in the list, I've found RP Partnership Sign-Off. I've just highlighted that row. And what I want to do is to click on the End button, which is View Users with Authority. Okay, so this identifies that there is one user, Jane Doe, in this organisation with the responsibility to do this. Well, I'm logged on as Jane Doe. So let me click on Close. I can see that from up at the top of the screen where it says Jane Doe. I'm going to come out of here and I'm going to click on the yellow question mark as well. So that again shows me that I'm logged on as Jane Doe. So I'm going to click on the OK button. So I'm now going to action this by double clicking on the line. Okay, so this brings up my partnership description code, and it identifies that responsibility for scheme and payment processing has not been decided. So let me right click on that line and scheme and processing responsibility. Now, at the moment it says not determined, but here we've got the option for partner lead, and that is the only option. So let's select that and click on Save and then Close. Now, the next time I refresh my workflow, that item will have vanished in my work flow. So next, signing off your contract in IMS. So as with payment processing, you will need an authority to be able to sign off contracts. That is exactly the same authority as for payment processing. Your contract won't be set up in IMS until your actual contract has been signed. Once that has happened, an action will appear in your workflow. So then follows a 3-stage setup and sign-off process. So the first stage is the work that our contracting team will have already done at that point, which is to set up the contract in IMS and to sign it off from their point of view. Your organisation then needs to sign off that contract, and then my colleagues in provider management will also need to sign that contract off. So until your contract and obviously your partnership has been signed off in IMS, you won't be able to make a physical claim in the system. So let me show you the signing off in IMS. So I'm in workflow in IMS, and you'll see that there's one item on my workflow, which is a sign off contract type record, contracting party to sign off contract record. So if I double click, it will open the record for me. And if I click on that and I right click and select review update contract types, then I will see where the contract is. And again, if I click on it and then review sign off, you will see the 3-stage process that I talked about. So our headquarters has already signed this contract off. It's now down to training provider 1, which is me, and then it'll be down to, it says south east, but it'll be colleagues in provider management who need to sign off the contract. So let me go to the line that's training provider 1. Let me right click and click on sign off. So I'm going to click on the tick box, and that will fill my name in. I'm logged on as Jane Doe, and a sign off date, and I put my sign off comments. That's too much paper contract. And then click on the save button. There is a please read at the bottom of the screen as well. So read that, make sure you're happy, and then click on the save button. Okay, so if I were to go back into that now and sign off, what I will see is that the comments are there that I can see on the screen. So this now goes to colleagues in provider management to sign this off. And once that's happened, you will then be able to make your physical claims within the system. So now changes in partnerships. So this next bit applies to 21-26 programme only, doesn't apply to RSAP. So if you make changes in your partnership, that will need to be reflected in your contract. Some changes in partnerships will need a new contract. The developing organisation list in the partnership screens has now changed. And what you can see on this screen clip, I've highlighted this part of it, organisation in contract. So here this is identifying that both training provider 1 and training provider 2 are organisations in the contract. Once your contract has been signed off, your contract should appear like this in the system. Until the contract's been signed off, it will only show the lead within the contract. But if somebody else joins you at a later date and you add somebody to your partnership, they will appear under developing organisations, but will initially appear with a no against the organisation in the contract. And it's not until that organisation has been added to your contract that any claims for that organisation will be able to be paid within the system. There's a validation that stops claims being paid until that has happened. So finally, the other videos in this series. So the 21-26 claiming videos are split into two, a set for new users and one video for experienced users. So claiming video 1 was an overview of the claiming process. Claiming video 2A was about a firm offer line that's been approved, ready to claim. Claiming 2B was the same, but for an indicative offer line that's been approved. This video has been video 3, which has been about setting up to be able to claim and partnership changes. Claiming video 4 will be about achieving and claiming. Claiming videos 1 to 4 will also be included in the RSAP playlist. The video for experienced users tells them about the differences between claiming for the previous programme and the current programme.